The Truth Girls.
Hi everyone, it's Sonia here. Well, I had posted a video a few days ago where I was like, well, I'm looking like a swamp monster and I'm quitting kratom. And I just like told you guys all the stuff, and I didn't think anyone was really gonna watch that. And I just opened it today now, like a few days later, just to see what's going on. Actually, I had to go into my email. Anyway, I went to go into Gmail, never made it to Gmail because first I was like, oh, let's see what's going on with my video, you know, let's see what people are saying. And I was really like, oh my God, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I mean, you know, sometimes when I post things, I'm like, geez, my channel's just dead in the water. But I posted this one and it's 603 likes from you guys. You know, I really appreciate it. I just feel like you guys are the best. Like, I love you guys. And the thing is, so many supportive comments. So I just want to make this video about you and all the things that you had to say. And like, you guys have been there for so long. And just the thought, like in some cases they turn off the comments and I'm like, my God, if they turn off the comments, it would be a sad, sad day. Because, you know, it's just YouTube, but there's like a real connection here, you know, between me and you guys. There's so much that you bring into my life with just your participation. Okay, I'm just going to read some of the comments here that I really appreciated. And there are 299 comments. You know, you guys are just amazing. Okay. Sable Mouse says, you don't need makeup, just by the way. Thank you so much. I'll tell you, in case you don't already know, as a woman, there's always a lot of pressure that you got to look your best all the time, which it's not realistic. It actually just feels like a lot of pressure. So thank you guys for saying I don't need all the makeup. Himani Singh actually said, I like the way you talk. Sometimes I open your videos just to see the way you talk. You have your own charisma. I'm like, just, that is such a nice thing to say, because I think that I have like the most rambly way of talking. All my life I've heard, get to the point, you talk like a machine gun, you know, you talk too much. And it's like I'm always trying so hard to be concise. And I'll tell you, sometimes I'll record at like 20 minutes just to say whatever it was. And then I have to spend like 2 hours editing it so I can get it down to 10 minutes. I mean, it takes an enormous amount of effort. Here's a weird thing. Oh, wait, I'll tell you about the weird thing after the next comment. Scorpio Moon, thank you for your comment. Scorpio Moon says, Anita videos are my absolute favorite. Cool, because I really like doing Anita videos. And two things about that. One, about the rambly speech. This is very strange, but for some reason, like when I do the Anita character, I'm able to like really organize my speech. I don't know why. I don't know how this works, but I'm able to not, I don't feel like my mind is like all over the place, you know? So that's one reason why I like to do Anita, because like I don't have that problem of like having to edit 20 minutes of rambling. And I thought this was really, really weird. And then someone I know told me recently that some people who are like natural actors will be able to overcome their own normal shyness and whatever when they're in character. So I think that being in character just lowers my anxiety so much that I can just express myself. Kind of weird. I don't know. I thought maybe some of you might relate to that too. So, you know, thank you to all of you who said you like Anita, because that works for me. Healthy Fit Mom, longtime subscriber, 10 years. Wow, and thank you for being there. 10 years. I know it's been a long road on YouTube. I just so much appreciate all of you who've been there from the beginning or for a long time. A lot of people saying, you know, like, hang in, it's going to get better. Thank you. Change in the air. I too am in menopause. My brain is like the learning disability children I have to teach. It came also with depression. Medication didn't work. Like all of you, my sisters out there who are going through the change, like, I really appreciate that you come to my channel and you just share about your experience. It's good to know we're not alone. And I'm glad if I can help also, you know, the other way with my experience. I've tried to give you like all the best advice that I got from learning the hard way, you know. Nephil Angel says, fuck's sake, Sonia. Feel ya, God help us all. She just kept it nice and concise, you know. I think she's been around for a while on my channel. Oh my gosh, Vamp Girl says, how can I help? I'm in Scotland. I have very little, but I will give what I can. You're not alone. Thank you for your generosity. Like, if anyone's out there and they have very little, you don't have to give anything to me, you know. I don't want to put pressure on people like, oh, you know, support me on Patreon. If you can't do it, it's okay. It's okay. It's just the fact that you're there and you comment and you watch my videos and you're supportive. If that's what you can give, then that's what you can give. If you can give financially on my Patreon, I really appreciate that too. I mean, what I'm trying to do is just like maintain a decent quality of life for us and for my son. And he's got this medication he's on now, which I'll have to do another video on. It's a natural one and it's quite expensive. So know that if you are supporting me on Patreon, that money is basically the difference between our just basic like roof over the head and food. And I do provide like for all the basics that's provided for. And the money I make on YouTube like takes us out of poverty. That's how we travel. And that is to me very important because that really gives my son an education and is extremely therapeutic for him and for me with all my burnout issues. It sounds like a luxury, but it's not. Like, we don't have gadgets. I don't buy stuff. My computer's super old. I buy like almost nothing, really. Like, I never buy anything. But the travel I invest in because it's just so regenerative for me and it's been really good for my son and for our relationship. So that's something that YouTube had enabled us to do, which was really positive in our life. And the other thing is his medication. Actually, I'll just tell you, it's CBD. We got a prescription. I'll do another video on that. And we're trying it out, and it's expensive. But it seems to be helping him. And there's some other things too with him, you know. I mean, I'm not into like curing his autism. I don't exactly believe I can, you know, make him neurotypical, but he does have issues sometimes, and that's something that we, you know, we spend money on. And maybe like for a tutor or for activities like that kind. That's the difference between the subsistence versus like the extra stuff that improves our quality of life. So anyone who wants to pitch in, thank you. Lulu Bell says, screw YouTube, go to their competitor. We will follow. Yeah, I'm not really sure who the competitor is, but let me know because I'm certainly open to it. I pray he comes quickly. Says, sorry, my comment posted 5 times. I'm unable to delete it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm not going to hold it against you. Also says, CBD oil non-psychoactive. Treats anxiety, pain, and inflammation without the high from THC. He's into that, and yes, we are on board too, because, you know, stuff like risperidone, as far as we were concerned, was not an option, and the stimulants were not working, and like my son had been medicated for years, and it was just causing other issues, and it just wasn't working. And so in the end, yes, that's what we're doing now. It's CBD. Niacin for depression. Like, a lot of people like gave me advice about take this, take that. I honestly think that partly I'm just wired to be a little anhedonic. I've been like that, I think, my entire life. I enjoy humor a lot, but I think I have trouble, I don't know, just like experiencing pleasure for some reason. It could be like an autism thing. I've heard other people with autism saying that. You know, it's just the way I am. I think that because of that I am prone a bit to depression. I don't really think that there's like a vitamin I can take exactly. I mean, the B vitamins that I've told you about, they do make a difference. Exercise makes a difference. The hormones made a difference. And for the rest, like, you know, I guess I really have to put in the work on the spiritual end. But I'll tell you, like, just since I joined the 12-step group, like, as soon as I joined in that first month, there was so much improvement. I was so like locked into anxiety. I couldn't even open my email. I was super anxious about, you know, recording, posting. I couldn't open my mail. I mean, you know, it's not like I was smoking crack or anything. It was just that my anxiety that I had before, it came back. Like, the kratom just stopped working for that, and I just was like super anxious. It's like a crazy anxiety where like you just can't do anything. It was that bad. And when I came into the program, it started getting better like pretty quickly. my sponsor told me. Do your best and let God do the rest. I mean, the thing is, like, you can have faith, and I did go to church on Sunday. I do believe in God. I'm a Christian. I have faith, but it was like I still needed help to apply it, like, day by day, like, minute to minute. I mean, that doesn't always come easily. Like, I think a lot of Christians struggle with that. And so it was a matter of, like, kind of all day long trying to keep that contact with God and ask God to, like, literally get me through each single thing, because, like, my anxiety was just off the charts. So it was just really like, you know what, screw it, I don't care what happens anymore, it's in your hands, God, and, like, I just can't live like this anymore. And so actually that's gotten a lot better. Like, I get into my email, open my mail. I mean, I sound like, you know, I went into my email today. I know it sounds so bad, but, you know, it was like that. Captain DJ, longtime viewer. His wife passed away. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, God bless you, and may God comfort you and strengthen you. I'm really sorry to hear that you lost your wife. Thank you for being my longtime viewer. Thank you for commenting and for your support. Kavita Deva, I definitely recognize your username. I've seen you many times. Thank you for being there and for your support. Sam Reeves says your videos always hit close to home for me. Well, you know, thank you for sharing that with me, because sometimes I just feel like I'm just sitting there talking to myself. My social worker told me I should make myself useful instead of spending all my time talking about my shit on the internet. And I told her, well, talking about my shit on the internet helps everybody. It's practically community service. Lorena in Chicago, she says she's a long-time listener, subscriber, so I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being there. Oh, Make Electric, I just want to say hi. And also Froze 1983. Hey, Froze, my man. Still around. That's good. Bee Eater, of course. Thank you for all your nutty comments. California Pickin'. Hey, dude. Murdy. I've mentioned you before, but hi, Murdy. Thank you for being there. Grimhild. Hi. Hugs. Hugs back to you, too. Love you. Brother Woody goes, this is the Sonia I like on YT. Really? You like me when I'm just being myself? That's amazing. Thank you. That's good news for me, because actually over the years on YouTube, I watched a lot of other people, and I learned, you know, like I learned how to present myself. In the beginning, I didn't wear makeup, and I was just sort of, you know, my kind of quirky self and rambling. I tried to, like, polish it up. I you know, like, you can get tips, and they're like, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. And I tried to follow all that advice, but it was really stifling. It was like I wasn't me anymore. You know, I'm not a polished product. I'm glad to hear some people like that, because I'm going back to that. Turn off Wi-Fi when you sleep, says Real Savage. Actually, that's really good advice. But I mean, that's not going to solve all my problems, but it is good to turn off the modem. Although it kind of screws up, you know, you have to, like, re-log into everything after. Like, we have a PlayStation where we watch videos, and you have to re-log in, you know? Probably worth it, though. Sprightly Bird says Vimeo. Yes, people have said Vimeo, but I don't like the platform. I checked it out before, and it was kind of like, it's just not, you know, it just didn't do it for me. So, Shill Gates? That's a funny name. Shill Gates. I get it. Sonia, you're a superhero. Actually, no. But he says, I'm neurodivergent, 24-year-old male, and have a tremendous amount of respect and appreciation for you and all you do as a mom, a YouTuber, and honestly, everything you do. You amaze me, and I'm so proud of you. And Anita and Gunnar. I want to just say, like, I especially really appreciate not that I don't appreciate everybody, but I really appreciate the people in my audience who are neurodivergent and who are appreciating that I'm here. Like, I think it's cool that we can have this dialogue and interaction. And I find it really encouraging when people who are neurodivergent are like, yeah, I watch your videos, you know, and like, it's cool, like, you understand me, or they like to see what I do with my son. I mean, that's important to me, you know, because I'm neurodivergent too. So us weirdos gotta stick together, if you know what I mean. Ginger L says, Sonia, take omega-3s for hippocampus. Sorry. Apparently you can't fix it. I'm just going to try to reduce the damage. But thanks. Dave Begotka says, you got legal weed. Stop crying. LOL, just kidding. Hang in there. I don't smoke weed. I know, it's crazy. Like, it's legal. Everybody's so happy. Apparently Quebec is #1 in weed consumption in Canada. Way to go, Quebec. I don't smoke weed though. It really just doesn't do it for me. Never did. Oh, no 2 T's. I feel like not 2 T's. Like as in not 2 t-shirts. Yeah, good idea. You know? Yeah, you could get too hot. Or whatever. I just want to acknowledge your comment because I know you've been there a long time. And I appreciate it. Sending love. Okay, well, pray for me. Thank you very much. I'll pray for you too. David Harrell says, wait, so you're saying you and Anita are actually the same person? Well, we're like the same, we're not the same person, but we're 2 people who share one body. Yeah, something like that. I know it's crazy, like how I changed my face and everything, but it's a character, you know? Robert S. Pliskin says, only YouTube? I thought it was something serious. Most of us have similar problems to yours, so welcome to the club. Relax, you're a lucky girl. I have a feeling this is someone who didn't watch the entire video because YouTube is a small part of my problems. Being a mom to a special needs child with no child support, or very, very little, that's a lot of it, you know? That whole road has been hard. It's not just YouTube. YouTube just like adds to my anxiety, you know? Good God, did I just have like my salad in my teeth this whole time? Oh well, keeping it real. Jamie Duval, prayers your way. Thank you, Jamie. You too. Ken Alexander Steen says gaslighting. Honestly, I wouldn't take it like super personal. I think that YouTube these days has been taken over by like bipolar Mormons. You know, same as Six Flags. It's like they've got all these rules, but they're kind of all over the place about how they actually apply them. So like one day they're super strict. No cussing, no sexiness, no nothing. Talk so long my camera died. Anyway, like one day it's like they're super strict about everything. You get strikes just for living. And then you look around and there's like other people doing the exact same thing. It's because they're Mormons and they're bipolar. I mean, no offense to bipolar people, but you know what I'm saying? They're like they're just like all over the place. One day it's one way, one day it's another way. Anyway, lots of comments here. There's even more people that I just want to acknowledge. If I didn't mention you, sorry, it's because I'm scrolling and I just can't get to everyone. And my camera is like literally kicking me off now. It's at the end of the footage and I have to go to an appointment and print my stuff anyway. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you for being there. I love you. I care about you. I want to be here to like help us. Maybe we can like find good solutions together, you know? That's what I want. I think that's what we all really want, you know? So thanks again. Thanks for listening to me. Ugh. Thanks for listening to me. God bless you guys, and I'll see you next time.